Xirco's Report, Episode 20. The cost of training troops. I want to show you all how it's not so important that you go to, training. Military or mercenary training costs and all these. I've maxed them out over time because in the beginning I thought this was really beneficial. So it didn't cost a lot, and the training time or the level up times were pretty minimal, so I worked a lot on those. Wasted a lot of time. I'm going to show you why. So this is level 10, and it takes one day 22 hours. That's pretty quick considering most final levels here in the Oracle. So I just maxed out mercenary training cost. Drops my training cost by 40%. Sounds good, right? Well, I was hoping there would be a huge difference between level 9 and level 10. So I kept a couple screenshots for you to show you. Here is level 9. 52 food, 26, 20, 26. Pretty minimal resources, right? Here's level 10. 42, 21, 16, 21. I'll go back. It's pretty minimal. 10 less on food and 5 less on the others. Payout was pretty pathetic, or the difference between level 9 versus level 10. I don't remember what these original numbers were. Well, let's say they were 150 units per each resource. Doesn't matter. Because as an elder of our clan, we want you to train troops. We're going to give you as many resources as you need to train troops. Let's go here. Let's go to training. And we'll click on mercenary. And let's say I want to max out and train 3,500 troops. It's going to cost 146,000 units of food. Okay, that's level 10 maxed out. Worst case scenario, let's say that's 1.4 million. Most of us can help each other out in the clan because we all probably have at least 1 million of something, of some resource sitting around. The point is, don't even focus on these troop training costs. As an elder, I would like to encourage you to come down here, skip training, not completely, but just don't focus on it, and come down to tier 1 through 5 troops. This is what you want to train or learn, because these will do more for you in this game and give you a better experience than just about all the other skills. Well, okay, that's a far stretch, but not too far. So here's level 13 across tier 1. Level 2 I'm trying to get up, but they're starting to get rather expensive. To get to level 14, it's 82 million of each resource and 2 weeks for me. I'm about, with all my bonuses, it's about 50% of the actual time. So you're looking at just over a month. So here is warrior offense is increased. Currently is at 14.5%. Warrior defense is currently 14.5%. That's pretty huge when you go to raid. So focus on these. I did have, now on the training tab, you get past all these, and you get down to here, and training speed 2 is here on the right in the middle. That's pretty important. So this maxed out is 20%. Mind you, you have to be Oracle level 21, and so I think affordably you can expect 7 to 10% before it gets astronomically expensive and takes a long time to level up. So anyway, if that's 5 to 10%, okay, that's a little bit, but it's not going, you might not notice that in your training speed. That might not even pull a full second off of your training speed per troop. So keep that in mind. It's good when you get down there after you've worked on these up here. I mean, it's something worth working on. But I was excited when I saw it, and then I looked up the specs today, and I was like, oh, okay, that's going to take some time to max out to where it's actually beneficial at 20% time reduction. Not as a whole, but 20% that will add on to all of the other percentages. And don't forget this right here. Click Palace, Statistics, Influence. I was watching a WWM video or Nikki Poo, I don't remember which. I suspect it was the WWM because it was super technical. But one of them had a video on that your troop influence level. This is not how many troops I have. Your troop influence level should be no more than 10% of your total influence. And his idea, if I remember correctly, was your win-loss percentage during a raid is based off of the ratio between your troop influence and your total influence. Now, I might have that a little bit off, so you can go hunt that video down. I don't know what it's called, but maybe you can find it. I just remember him saying 10% and no more. This way, like I said in the other video, I'm going to repeat this again because it's so important. All these other influence numbers that you see here on the screen, these can never be taken away from you. But what can is your troop influence. So when you get rated, subtract 2.4 million troop influence from 24.5 of the total influence, and you'll be at 22 million, or I'll be at 22 million if I was to get wiped out. Not a problem, I just retrain troops. So be careful and don't buy bonus packs with troops because it ups your influence real quick, but you don't have the knowledge to support, so you have a whole lot of weak troops, and now they all just become meat shields that you go through instantly. I have seen recently somebody with 5 or 6 million troops, they got wiped out in 5 minutes because he didn't have this knowledge tier 1 through 5. They didn't have any of these, and if they did, they might have only had level 1 of 15, so that was pretty negligible. So they lost all their troops in 5 minutes, and they got cleaned out and lost, I think it was somewhere around 140 million influence. It really hurt. And it hurts both the player and the clan, and everybody felt the pain. This person's coming back. These things happen. No hard feelings. It's past. We're moving on. Anyway, the point is, study troop strength. Defense first, then health, then offense, in that order. And level them out before starting the new ones, the next tier down. Or at least until, like me, you get to where they're just too expensive, and then you might as well start the next tier, because level 12 of this is 105 million units apiece. So each level gets a little more expensive. Imagine that. All right. Good luck with the game. And that's today's tip. Xirco out.